There's no rain today in Southern California, as you can see. And this is why people move here, to enjoy the California sunshine. This is Not a Spring Chick with Oldecam for OFN with comments on the headlines of today. Press firmly behind Obama.
It's because they don't like Hillary.
Clinton battling to hold Ohio as primary nears.
Well, last time I checked, she still had a 15-point lead, and that's not a battle. That's a rout.
Senator Dodd endorses ex-rival Obama.
Political correctness.
S&P U.S. home prices down sharply.
Of course, the National Board of Realty will tell you just the opposite.
Iraq demands Turkish withdrawal.
That's not going to happen.
McCain has less core opposition than Clinton or Obama.
Because Clinton supporters support Clinton, Obama supporters support Obama, and there's no love between either one of them.
Doomsday seed vault opens in Arctic.
PR stunt. If you get to the point you need a doomsday seed vault, you're not going to have the people to use it.
Sony to introduce new Blu-ray players.
Still going to be too much money.
Say it in Spanish, say it with pride.
And they keep telling us how much they want to be Americans.
German treasure hunters began digging Tuesday for what they say may be plunder buried by the Nazis in a man-made cavern near the Czech border.
Since the end of World War II, they have been searching for German plunder.
Pfizer pulls TV ads with heart expert Jarvik.
It turns out that Mr. Jarvik's not actually a medical doctor.
Oh. New York Phil gives historic concert in North Korea.
Unfortunately, it was for the people that really don't need culture because they can afford it anyway.
Mediator Kofi Annan suspended on Tuesday the talks to end Kenya's deadly post-election crisis after weeks of negotiations brought little progress.
That's in foreign countries, they have fights when they don't win an election. They just don't accept things gracefully. Well, isn't that what Al Gore did also, though?
Pakistan lifts curbs on YouTube.
Because how do you stop the error?
Barack Obama has taken clear leads over Hillary Rodham Clinton among white men, middle-income earners, and liberals, allowing him to catch his faltering rival in the race for the Democratic presidential nomination, a national poll showed Monday.
The problem is the polls don't show you how old they are, and most of the people he's got in those categories don't come to the polls to vote.
The war in Iraq is returning to the airwaves.
Because it suits McCain to have that as an issue.
Rules that allow only the catching of larger fish may encourage their replacement with slower-growing, more timid varieties.
That's called the survival of the fittest, meaning if you take the strongest out of the system, the weak will survive.
For the third time since 1996, officials plan to unleash a man-made flood in the Grand Canyon next month in an effort to restore an ecosystem that was altered by a dam constructed on the Colorado River decades ago.
The problem is you can't restore something that's been damaged.
ABC to offer shows via video on demand.
They've been doing that since the very beginning of video on demand. They've just made it so you can't speed through the commercials now.
Study suggests antibiotics are overused.
You know, I still wonder where people get the money to do a study on something that everybody already knows.
Competition for California Vegas train plan.
Which means it's never going to happen because the Bureau of Land Management's not going to give permission, and if they did, the environmentalists would never give permission.
2 decades after oil spill, Alaskans still await new start.
That's because it's been tied up in court for 20 years.
Red states turning blue for Obama.
Let's see. I won't say that the name Barack Obama has anything to do with an election victory or not, but what do you think of a person's name, Wilhelm, being elected as the President of the United States is? About the same as Barack Obama's.
Marines want probe into armored vehicle program delays.
The Army got their toys, the Navy didn't get their toys, and the Marines are pissed about it.
Lowest rated Oscars in 30 years. Few in America or the world have seen the nominated pictures and performances.
Well, you know, it's understandable that they will nominate people that they like, but the problem is it is show business, and the people producing the Oscars have totally forgot that. You got to put something on that people want to watch.
iTunes has officially eclipsed Best Buy in music sales and now comes in as the #2 music retailer in the world.
It's probably 3, 4, and 5 when you consider that everything that the people take on iTunes is passed off to somebody else. free of charge.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the animal kingdom.
The problem with the modern press is nobody in the press can add. When the press comes up with the figure that 67% of the people believe that Barack Obama is the one that will be the President of the United States and that they support him, they don't take into account that 45% of the people in this nation wouldn't vote for a Democrat if their life depended upon it. So to get to that 67%, you have to have 100% of the Democrats, all the liberals, and at least half of the people that wouldn't vote for a Democrat to begin with, to get to 67%. It's called a mathematical impossibility.